dive. This time, this time we're diving into artificial intelligence.
Oh, nice.
Focusing on generative AI. And it's impacting, well, pretty much everything, right?
It really seems that way.
I mean, it's everywhere these days. You've sent in a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
You've got articles, research papers, even some excerpts from a book, Wir Menschen, Künstliche Intelligenz and welche Synergien.
Oh, interesting.
Which basically translates to we humans, artificial intelligence, and what synergies.
Right.
So are you ready to jump in?
Absolutely. Let's do it. It's amazing to see how AI has, well, kind of evolved from those early, theoretical days to, well, what feels like a full-blown revolution. And it's happening right now, right in front of us.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, so let's set the stage.
Yeah.
We hear all these terms like AI and generative AI all the time.
All the time.
But where did this all actually begin? I was actually really surprised to learn that it all goes back to the 19th century.
Wow.
With a woman named Ada Lovelace. Ada Lovelace. Such a visionary. Working with Charles Babbage, with that analytical engine, which is basically like a very early mechanical computer. She came up with this system of using letters to represent patterns. Think about it.
Yeah.
It's like a precursor to binary code.
Wow.
Which, of course, underpins all of modern computing.
That's incredible.
It is.
That the seeds were planted way back then.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't until the mid-20th century that the term artificial intelligence was even used, right?
1956, the Dartmouth College Conference.
The Dartmouth Conference.
Huge moment.
Yeah.
It brought together, well, some of the absolute brightest minds in computer science.
Yeah.
Guys like John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Nathaniel Rochester, Claude Shannon, these guys.
Wow, the pioneers.
Yeah. They really set the stage for, well, decades of research and all the innovation we're seeing in the field now.
From there, AI really took off. We went from those early ideas of symbolic AI, where knowledge was represented through symbols and rules, and then a shift.
Yeah, to machine learning.
Machine learning and deep learning.
Absolutely.
Leading to some pretty amazing breakthroughs.
Mind-blowing breakthroughs. Deep learning with its ability to just process mountains of data.
Yeah.
And learn these complex patterns. I mean, look at what's happened. IBM's Watson winning Jeopardy, Google's AlphaGo beating a world champion Go player.
I know.
These are huge milestones.
Yeah.
Because they show us that AI can tackle things we used to think only humans could do. Really complex problems.
Speaking of Google, let's talk about the role of those big tech companies in AI.
Oh, yeah, the big players.
It seems like, Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, GAFAM.
GAFAM.
They seem to have a huge influence on where AI is going.
Good. Have a lot of power, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have massive data sets. So much computational power. It gives them a massive advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Google. They bought DeepMind, a top AI research company.
Right.
Their work has led to major advancements, like reinforcement learning.
Okay.
That's the thing behind AlphaGo's success.
Then there's OpenAI, right? They've been all over the headlines.
That's ChatGPT.
With these generative AI models like ChatGPT. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they started as a non-profit.
Oh, no, right.
Focused on safe and beneficial AI.
AI for good. That was the idea.
And then they shift to this, more commercial model.
Yeah, with Microsoft pouring money into it.
It's a wild story, right?
It is, yeah.
Their initial mission was artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity.
That's right.
But then they developed GPT-3.
175 billion parameters.
Just huge language model.
Yeah. Unprecedented scale.
And it's like a turning point, right?
It was.
It shows the power of generative AI, but it also brings up these questions.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like commercial applications, the potential risks.
Right, right.
And then Microsoft comes in.
$1 billion.
With $1 billion.
Yeah, $1 billion.
They see the opportunity.
Of course.
They put it into Bing, Microsoft Office.
Microsoft Office, that's right.
They're integrating it everywhere.
Exactly. Microsoft's investment, well, it's really sped things up.
Yeah.
I mean, generative AI is more accessible now to, well, everyone, really?
But it's not just OpenAI and the big guys anymore, is it?
No way.
There's this explosion of startups.
Startups everywhere.
And new players in generative AI.
Everyone wants a piece of the pie.
And they all have their own unique approach, their own focus.
Yeah, definitely. Inflection AI with their chatbot Pi focused on personal intelligence.
Yeah.
Character AI, they make those interactive AI personalities. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Grok, Elon Musk's project, it's tied into X, his social media platform. It's quite a landscape.
It's a wild, wild west out there, right?
It really is.
And then there's open source.
Yeah.
Open source AI community.
That's a whole other thing.
Pushing for a more, like, democratized approach.
More accessible, yeah.
Yeah.
Communities like Stability AI and Hugging Face.
Yeah.
They're making AI more collaborative, more open.
Right.
Stability AI, they have Stable Diffusion, the image generator, language models too. Hugging Face, a massive library of models and data sets.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's great.
It's great to see this collaboration happening.
It is.
But, you know, with all this innovation happening so fast, we've got to think about the impact on industries.
We do.
It feels like every sector's figuring out how to, like, integrate AI, right?
Totally, yeah. Marketing, finance, healthcare, customer service.
Jumping in.
It's changing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, take a look at Carrefour, the supermarket chain.
Yeah.
They're using AI-powered chatbots.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, to give, like, personalized recipe suggestions to customers.
No kidding.
Based on their budget.
That's smart.
And their diet.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
That's just one little example of how, like, AI is changing how businesses work.
Totally, yeah.
It's, well, it's pretty impressive, but there's another side to this, right?
There is.
Like, what about jobs?
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Are we all going to be out of work?
That's the question, isn't it?
Because as these AI systems become more, well, capable,
powerful,
are machines just going to take over?
It's a complex issue.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's the potential for job displacement. But AI could also create new jobs.
Okay.
And, you know, it could augment what humans can do, make us better.
So it's not all doom and gloom.
Not necessarily. We have to adapt, prepare for the changes.
Yeah.
Focus on skills that complement AI.
Not compete with it.
Exactly. And we need to, like, invest in education.
Okay.
Training programs. So people are ready for this AI-driven economy.
Yeah, it's like we're heading into uncharted territory here.
We are.
Lots of unknowns.
Lots of unknowns.
But AI is here to stay, right?
It's here to stay.
It's going to keep shaping the world in ways we probably can't even imagine yet.
It's going to be huge. And we need to be thoughtful.
Yeah.
Responsible about how we develop it.
Okay, so everyone, that wraps up part 1 of our AI deep dive. We started with the basic.
The early days.
Yeah. And then we looked at how generative AI has kind of taken over.
It's everywhere.
And we talked about the big tech companies, the role they're playing.
Yeah, they're shaping the landscape.
They really are. Welcome back to the deep dive. In part 1, we explored the origins of AI, you know.
Right.
The rise of generative AI and how it's impacting all these different industries.
Yes, it's everywhere.
But now we had to dive into some of the deeper questions, the challenges that AI brings up.
Okay.
And I got to say, some of this stuff, it gets a little unsettling.
It can be, yeah, for sure.
It can be. I mean, AI is incredibly powerful.
Oh, absolutely.
And like any powerful tool, I mean, it can be used for good or for bad.
Right. Two sides to every coin.
Yeah, exactly. So we got to have these like open and honest conversations about the risks.
Absolutely.
About the challenge and
the potential downsides.
Alongside all the, you know, the cool stuff.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things that keeps me up at night, honestly,
is
AI and misinformation.
Yeah.
We're already seeing how deep fakes and all this AI-generated content can be used to spread, like propaganda, right?
Totally.
Manipulate public opinion, sow discord.
Yeah, create chaos.
Within society. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a real concern, yeah.
It's a real concern.
And as AI gets more advanced, it's only going to get more difficult.
Exactly.
The book, Wir Menschen, Künstliche Intelligenz and welche Synergien.
Yeah.
It highlights a bunch of examples of this, like, you know, AI being used to make fake news articles.
Right.
Or to, you know, manipulate photos and videos. Even impersonate people online.
It's like we're in this, like, information war, you know?
Kinda, yeah.
Where it's getting harder and harder to know what's real and what's not.
It is, yeah.
And these AI fakes, they're just getting better.
Oh, they're getting so good.
It's kind of scary.
It is. We need good fact-checking.
Yeah.
Media literacy. Yeah. Got to educate people, especially online.
Right.
So they can spot this stuff.
Empower people to be, like, critical thinkers, right?
Exactly. Critical thinking is key.
Yeah. Yeah. Education is key. But what about regulations?
Regulations, yeah.
Are governments, like, doing enough to stop AI from being used for bad stuff?
Well, there's definitely more talk about it now.
Okay.
Both the U.S. and Europe, like the EU, they're working on the AI Act.
Okay.
Which is like a whole framework for regulating AI.
Okay.
Based on, you know, how risky it is.
Right, right.
They even say certain uses of AI are just totally unacceptable.
Like what? What kind of stuff?
Like real-time facial recognition in public
Oh.
social scoring systems.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff banned.
Wow, they're not messing around.
No, they're taking it seriously.
What about the U.S.? Are we doing anything?
The U.S. is doing things a bit differently.
Okay.
More like guidelines, principles.
Not so much like hard rules.
Yeah, more like encourage responsible AI.
Okay.
You know, Biden's executive order on AI talks
Yeah.
about transparency, accountability, human oversight.
So more like nudging people in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
More flexible, but some people say it's not enough.
Right, because AI is changing so fast.
It's like trying to hit a moving target.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And while governments are, figuring all that out,
Yeah.
there's another worry.
What's that?
Cyber criminals
Ah, right.
using AI for bad stuff.
Yeah, that's a real threat.
Yeah, cybersecurity experts are freaking out about this.
Yeah, they're worried.
Like AI being used for phishing attacks, writing
Right.
malicious code,
Yeah.
even run massive scams.
It's happening. Wir Menschen, Künstliche Intelligenz and welche Synergien.
Right.
It mentions this study by Sophos XOps.
Okay.
They made a whole fake e-commerce site with AI.
No way.
Yeah, GPT-4, AI images, product descriptions, even audio.
So like the whole thing was AI.
Pretty much, yeah, all designed to trick people.
That's both amazing and terrifying at the same time.
It is, right. It shows you how powerful AI is.
Yeah.
It can do good, but it can do a lot of bad.
And the more powerful it gets, the scarier it gets.
The stakes get higher, yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about the scary stuff.
For risks.
But what about the good stuff?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of good.
Like, how is AI actually making our lives better?
Well, healthcare is a big one.
Healthcare, okay.
AI is making huge progress there.
Like what?
Diagnosing diseases, developing new treatments, even personalizing care.
Wow, that's amazing.
There's this Italian startup, QuestDT.
Okay.
They made Catherine, a conversational AI for hospitals.
Interesting.
It can talk to doctors and patients, give information, support.
Okay.
They even made an avatar that can interpret and speak sign language.
Whoa, that's really cool.
It's making healthcare more accessible for deaf and hard of hearing people.
That's incredible. AI breaking down barriers. I love that.
Yeah, it's amazing. And there's more.
Okay, what else?
Environmental conservation.
Okay.
AI is being used to monitor deforestation,
Yeah.
track endangered species, make energy use more efficient,
Oh.
even make agriculture more sustainable.
That's amazing. So AI can actually be a force for good
It can be, yeah.
if we use it the right way.
That's the key. Using it wisely,
Yeah.
responsibly.
Not replacing humans, but helping us.
Augmenting our abilities, working together.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Speaking of working together, let's talk about AI and jobs.
Jobs, yeah.
I know people are worried about robots taking over.
It's a valid concern for sure.
Yeah, the book Wir Menschen, Künstliche Intelligenz and welche Synergien talks about that.
Right.
Job displacement.
Yeah, especially in areas like translation,
Yeah.
customer service, data entry.
That's where AI is already making a difference.
It is, yeah.
But the book also says AI could create new jobs, right?
Absolutely. When AI automates things, it frees up humans to do other stuff.
Okay.
Like we'll need AI trainers, data analysts,
Mm-hmm.
prompt engineers.
Prompt engineers, what's that?
They're the people who design the instructions for the AI.
Oh, interesting.
It's a growing field.
So it's not just about coding anymore.
No, it's about new skills, working with AI.
So humans and machines teaming up.
Exactly. It's about adaptability, creativity.
Okay, that's a much more positive way to think about it.
It is, yeah.
But let's be real, this shift in the workforce, it's going to be disruptive.
It will be, yeah.
Not everyone's going to be ready for it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's why we need to invest in education.
Yeah.
Retraining programs, upskilling people.
Give them the skills they need for this new world.
Exactly. And it's not just technical skills.
Right.
We need critical thinking, problem solving,
Uh-huh.
ethical decision making, all that stuff.
So we need to teach people how to think about AI.
Yeah, not just how to use it, but the bigger picture.
It's a whole new way of thinking about education.
It is. We need to prepare people for a world where AI is constantly changing.
So it's not just a tech revolution, it's a cultural, educational one too.
Exactly. AI is changing everything. How we work, how we learn, how we communicate.
It's a lot to take in.
It is, yeah.
And we're just getting started. In part 3, we'll look at what the future might hold for AI and for us.
The future of humanity in the age of AI.
Welcome back to the deep dive. So in the last two parts, we talked about like the whole evolution of AI.
From the beginning.
Yeah, the rise of generative AI.
All the crazy stuff happening.
The impact on industries, the risks.
The bad.
Yeah, all that. But now let's look ahead, right?
The future.
The future. What's in store for AI and for us? I mean, no one knows for sure.
No crystal ball.
Right. But we can look at, like, the trends.
The things that are emerging now.
Yeah, and maybe get a sense of where things are headed. So what trends are you seeing that have you, like, excited? Or maybe a little nervous?
Well, one of the most fascinating things is multimodal AI.
Multimodal AI, okay.
These are systems that can, like, process information from all sorts of sources, text, images, videos, audio, even sensory data.
So it's not just like ChatGPT responding to text.
No, yeah.
These AIs could, like, analyze a photo, understand music, even data from a sensor. Like, whoa.
Exactly. It's like giving AI a much richer understanding of the world.
Okay, yeah, that opens up a lot of possibilities.
Incredible possibilities. Imagine an AI that can diagnose a disease by looking at medical images, genetic data, patient history all at once.
That's pretty powerful.
Or an AI that composes music by understanding, like, the emotion in a piece of writing in different musical styles.
Okay, that's mind-blowing. But if AI can process all that information about us, doesn't that, like, raise some privacy concerns?
It's definitely something we need to think about. As AI gets more integrated into our lives, we have to have safeguards, protect people's privacy.
Right, make sure data is used responsibly.
Exactly. It's not just about the tech, it's about how we use it.
The ethical side of things.
Yeah, the ethics are huge.
Yeah.
And as AI evolves, those conversations become even more important.
Speaking of evolving, what about this idea of AI becoming, like, super intelligent?
Ah, the big one.
Surpassing human intelligence. It's like sci-fi stuff, but could it actually happen?
It's been debated for a long time. This idea of artificial general intelligence, AGI.
AGI, okay.
Where an AI can do anything a human can intellectually.
Right.
It's still hypothetical.
Okay.
But as AI gets smarter, we can't rule it out.
Okay, that's a little scary. So, like, what happens if it does happen? Are we all going to be, like, slaves to robots?
Let's not get carried away.
Okay.
The future's not set in stone.
Okay.
It depends on the choices we make today.
Right.
How we guide AI's development.
So it's not about being afraid of AI.
Nope.
It's about understanding it, and shaping it in a way that, like, helps humanity.
Exactly. AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or bad.
Right.
We have to make sure it's used ethically, responsibly.
So what can we do? Like, as individuals, how can we be part of this conversation?
Well, first, stay informed.
Okay, stay informed.
Read about AI, follow the discussions, engage with groups working on AI ethics and policy.
Oh, like, what else?
Support AI development that aligns with your values.
Right.
There are a lot of initiatives out there using AI for good.
Okay.
Healthcare, education, the environment.
Yeah, if we want AI to benefit everyone, we gotta support those efforts.
Exactly.
Anything else?
Don't be afraid to ask questions, raise concerns, advocate for the future. You want AI is not just happening to us.
Well,
we have a say in how it develops.
That's a good point. It's easy to feel like, oh, this is happening so fast.
Yeah.
But we do have power.
We do.
We can shape this.
Absolutely. AI is a tool.
Yeah.
And we decide how to use it.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of AI. It's been a journey. We've learned a lot from the history to, like, cutting edge.
Humanity to be your friend guardian.
Yeah, and most importantly, we've talked about how to navigate all this responsibly.
Thoughtfully, ethically.
Yeah, exactly. The future of AI is in our hands.
Let's use it wisely.
And to our listener, we hope this deep dive gave you a better understanding of this amazing, complex world of AI.
Keep learning, keep exploring.
Keep asking questions. The future is waiting to be written. Thanks for joining us.